literally have not made a music centered video in so long. I miss them. I'm bringing them back. As an avid lover of female rap, I have been enthralled with summer anthems like JT's Okay from last year, Bunna B, Pluto, all the Atlanta girls taking over TikTok this past summer, Bunna Summer, Mona Leo, Flo Milli, and you know Cardi B is ramping up to release her second studio album later on this month. Let's be real, 2025 is looking real scary economically, especially for the music industry. It's looking like a yard sale. And nothing, absolutely nothing, signals that more to me than this quite frankly unexpected, strange, and I'm sorry, but desperate new collab between Latto and Ice Spice. And you're probably like, girl, you're being a hater. Like, two women coming together after having a long beef, squashing it and making art and music. What is there to criticize about that? I think it's something to criticize when they're supposed to be trying to have this big moment. It feels very artificial. It feels very disingenuous. Them making this song made me want to make a video exploring why they were beefing in the first place. This collab kind of forced them to make up due to, I feel like, the music industry, especially female rap, being in a full-blown like downward spiral. The history between these two is short but definitely not sweet. While they never had a full-blown like lyrical back and forth, a lot of subs, shade being thrown via Twitter. It's like we can't have two biracial it felt like a little competition, because it's like we can't have two biracial baddies with big butts on the scene. Only one can be supreme. Ice Spice came on the scene with this very punchy one-note sound and quickly became like the new it girl of rap, while Latto, as most of us know, had been grinding for a very long time. Outside of Atlanta, a lot of people found out about Latto through the rap game. How she ended up winning the show, didn't sign the record, went independent, grinding, and finally kind of got more mainstream attention with Bitch from the South. So there was definitely a quiet competition for the new young, possibly light-skinned or racially ambiguous it girl for rap. And the industry loves to only hand out this title to one person at a time. A figure that girls could want to look up to and emulate, and also a figure that guys couldn't get enough of. Guys couldn't help but lust over and be their lock screens and watch their twerking videos. The internet's theory is that Ice Spice did not like that Latto wore a very similar outfit to different outfits that she had been wearing for a while. It was basically just like a crop top and like a little mini skirt, and I guess Ice Spice invented that. So I think it was some tweet where she was like, bitches want to be me so bad or something like that. And then Latto eventually made a video where I think she was like sharing a snippet of a new song. She was in like this Sprinter or party bus, and in the background Ice Spice video was playing. It was kind of like the digital equivalent of I see you but I'm not giving you my full attention, you know what I mean? Latto would make subs saying like basically like, why would I even entertain this girl? She has absolutely no rap skill. If I did hop in a booth with it, I would destroy her. Like, it's just no point type of thing, and kind of just like little girling her. So for them to have done all that, because biracial baddies must beef, for them to suddenly drop this song together, yeah, it's cute, female rap, unity, blah blah blah, but like, come on, let's get serious, let's get real. The only logical reason is that they both had something to gain. It feels like a Hail Mary, it feels like a last-ditch effort to like have a moment, a viral moment. I think they were forced to make up due to both having declining stardom, declining attention, especially Ice Spice, her album performing very poorly, dudes getting mad that she's losing weight, and then she gained a little bit of it back, especially after some of her scandals with Cleo, Nickiminaj, it basically being exposed that she was talking about Nicki behind her back, and now that relationship is probably severed. It just went downhill very fast for Ice Spice. I don't think neither one of them could afford to be beefing when their careers are at a crossroads. The state of the music industry right now, the only way to sustain momentum, get a viral moment, is to create a viral moment. They both have garnered reputations and controversies that doesn't help when it comes to like selling out shows or like accruing income for themselves and their teams. With Latto, the criticism has been a consistent part of her entire career. As most of you know, she used to go by the name Mulatto. I say the word M-U-L-A-T-T-O in this video. I don't know if it's a slur or like, I know it's offensive, but I don't know if it's like okay to say, but I want to correct myself and say that she went by Miss Mulatto, but then she dropped the Miss when I think she like kind of transferred more into like the more explicit cursing, you know, probably 18-20 years old at that point, and she dropped the Miss. But from the beginning of her career, when she was a child, right before Bitch from the South, she went by Miss Mulatto. Couldn't forget the Miss. I'm sure most of you know mulatto basically was a term to describe someone of mixed white and black ancestry only, person having one white parent and one black parent. It's now seen as a offensive term. It was used during the period of slavery here in the United States. It has dehumanized dehumanizing roots and usage, making the word fall out of favor. It's seen as offensive because it originates from the word used for a mule. It's a term coined when breeding a more desirable horse. Back in the day when a black person and a white person would come together, it was positioned to be such a bad thing when a black person and a white person come together that the only thing that could come out of something so nasty and evil is an animal. So when she came on the scene and was marketing herself as mulatto, it definitely raised eyebrows, especially because she had been using it since she was a kid, and she wore the name like a badge of honor. She initially was very proud of it. When asked if she would change it, was very adamant that she would not. She would say in interviews that it was her identity and it made up who she was, which I guess that's what people had an issue with, that like, okay, you're more than just somebody who has a black parent or a white parent. Like, it could obviously heavily influence how you move through the world and how you're treated, but to make it like your central core of who you are put a bad taste in people's mouth. I think with some biracial people who have a black and white parent, especially in black spaces, they can make them being biracial and different than everybody else their entire identity, what they brag about. I think some of them use it to gain leverage in black spaces, because unfortunately there's a lot of anti-blackness in black spaces where it's like the lighter the better, the looser the curl pattern, the closer to whiteness, but still having parts of blackness. It's just like exalted. But then Latto got signed to a major label. The pressure was on, and after I guess fans hounding her and probably speaking with executives and looking at the longevity of her career, I think she decided it wasn't going to be worth it to continue fighting to use this derogatory, offensive term as her stage name. So she shortened it to Latto, which means that like she hit the lotto with her career taking off the way it did. And finally, after years of hard work, boom, I'm the Latto. He lucky if he hit the lotto, blah 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 blah. I think she was forced to face the historical significance of the term mulatto. I think the calculated decision to change it came at the perfect time. It was a business move and a necessary rebrand that I believe definitely allowed her to go mainstream. And you know, public memory is long. She's had bouts of controversies. Something with like her not paying a hair company a couple years ago, her calling her assistant at the time a pet orangutan, and she was dark skinned, so that was like the problematic part. Like, why are you calling a dark skinned woman a pet orangutan even if you're joking? And then obviously, girl, this is a whole another can of worms, the alleged long-standing relationship she has had with 21 Savage. 21 Savage is a married man. As for Ice Spice, I think she has a lot to gain from this, especially coming out of her being exposed by her friend, talk about Nicki Minaj behind her back, her and Cleo, which was like her girl that she kind of came up with, them falling out, the colorism comments, the colorism allegations. It was just one thing after another. Like, her album flopped and then it was just like pow 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 pow, we gonna kick her while she's down. So yeah, after the Princess Diana remix, those text messages coming out about her talking about Nicki behind her back, it just made her look very disloyal, very messy, very like disingenuous, and it was definitely an awkward moment. Pretty privileged, especially when it comes to Ice Spice, because she doesn't necessarily have the chops and the talent to at least aid in her just being a pretty light-skinned woman. Light skin with the hair that she wears, a very specific body type, all of that in combination with her having a catchy hook is why she rose to fame so quickly, and how it left a bad taste in people's mouths because she kind of just bypassed other black talented women artists who had been grinding for a long time. Cleo ended up accusing Ice Spice of mistreatment during their time on tour. Even though Ice Spice came out and denied all of it, it just really added fuel to her already burning fire. Both of their controversies opens up a sometimes uncomfortable conversation to have. Like, we have to say out loud that because both of these artists are light-skinned and biracial, it can be seen as more digestible, palatable, more desirable to a wider audience, because anti-blackness is rooted in so much of our society. I think they both have used their biracial identity as a tool and sometimes even a shield to navigate black spaces and mainstream spaces and the industry at large in a way that I feel like a darker skinned counterpart simply would never be able to do. I think that this song is a recession indicator. It just screams profit to me. It just seems like, oh, we're trying to have a viral moment for the sake of a viral moment for both of us. We need this girl. Like, obviously Latto is a little bit more talented lyrically in comparison to Ice Spice, so she carries the song. It's a better song on her end. They uploaded it to her YouTube channel. The song really shows the state of female rap. Like, she's not saying anything extremely fun, refreshing, or inventive. She starts the song off talking about how elementary school girls used to accuse her of being all that. We've heard it from Queen Naija.
But it seemed like always little black nappy-headed girls would bully me. Like, they'd be jealous or something. But yes, when I was little, I didn't do nothing to know. It seemed like always ugly people people bully me.
She loves bragging about having a low body count and how she loves to ride the same peen, that being a married man's peen, allegedly. I mean, the song's called Gyatt, which I think Gyatt stands for like god dang, like oh my gosh, like Gyatt, look at that butt type of thing. I think, I don't know. So it's like, how much did I think I was going to get substantially from this? Or even vibe wise, I'm just not feeling like I probably would not listen to the song again. It doesn't really feel like song of the fall as we move away from summer. Ice Spice wasn't really talking about nothing, kind of just I walk in the room and it's like me type beat. Same flow, same cadence. At least I don't think she said anything about poop. The bar solo. You don't always have to have this like super deep substantial message. Like you can still have fun, but this is just like, okay, we've heard it all before. Heard it all before. I think with the decline of album sales and streaming profits, artists are scrambling to make money in other ways. From quick little collabs like this, cringy brand deals, back-to-back touring. These people have to do whatever for the sake of whatever just to make a living. The pressure to stay relevant has never been higher, and the only thing that really matters is creating a moment that will get people to talk at any cost. And hell, they got me talking. This was definitely something that caught my attention. I'm like, not the biracial bandits uniting. This collab definitely felt like a Hail Mary pass to me. They are capitalizing on a moment of manufactured drama and turning it into a marketable product. You could say that about the cameos that were in the video with Janae from Love Island. You know, I'm happy for her. She deserves it. I'm glad people are lifting her up after that man did her so wrong. I was just a little like confused by her placement though. Like I think she was like a newscaster or something. Again, just an add-on to get people talking. That's fine. I think they both just had to come together because their careers kind of depended on it. They both need some type of boost, lift up, especially Ice Spice. A reminder that even somebody that was on top like Ice Spice with Taylor Swift are just a few viral moments or controversies or exposés from becoming completely irrelevant. I want to know what you all think. Am I overreacting? Am I doing too much? Do you all think this song is a sign of desperation? Is it like simply a brilliant marketing business move? Or is it a mixture of both? Do y'all like the song? I don't really care for it. I can't see myself listening to it again. I think Latto did an okay job. Again, nothing we haven't seen before. Nothing we haven't heard before. Like, excite me. Here, I'll insert a few clips of me listening to the song for the first time. Outside of that, let me know what y'all think down below. Deuces. I'm actually hoping that this is gonna be good. Like, I want this to be good. Okay. This is what the girls hate that Latto does. Like, she loves to like brag that her body count is very low. Is that Janae? Okay. I just saw some YouTube ninja. Janae's in this. A bunch of like YouTube ninjas, I'm guessing, are in this. One of them I recognize. I mean, they both look very good. Obviously, Latto, a little bit more bars, a little bit more flow, a little bit more cadence, because she's the better artist. But Ice Spice did what Ice Spice does. If Nickiminaj wasn't going on rants every couple days on Twitter and some type of drug-induced hallucination, maybe she could come back and save us. I'm very scared for Cardi B's album, but, you know, maybe she'll blow us out the water. Can y'all get your dog? I'm just gonna wait. Like, get your freaking dogs.